You require 28.
This will be the first game of our day here on Monday. It will be the
Games on
last
the
game tomorrow.
Daryl Pilgrim.
And that's the last dart of leg 2. So far, so good for the man draped in Crystal Palace colours. Well, this game
10.
might not have any more length to it.
Because Pilgrim is looking to pick the points up. And he duly does with a 4-0 success, averaging 92.5. It was a demolition from Daryl there, beating Tom Sykes in just under 9 minutes by 4 legs to 0.
When it comes to seconds used to deliver every dart. 4-4 for Reese.
61.
Might pay the price for that one.
36.
Johnson broke in the first. Can he double his advantage here? Double 18 is what he's looking at. And double 18 is what he finds, and he is 2-0 to the good, averaging just above 91, and he's carrying on here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth in the same vein that he left off around about a year ago. Squandered an opportunity, and Johnson's looking to pick the pieces up.
This is where you get the big 16. Don't gamble. Sensible. And brilliant.
On the third leg. Stephen Johnston.
Now, I know that I've said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to get this right out the way, because if Stephen Johnston hits tops for Reese,
59.
this has got to be just a little collie wobble.
Spectre Raw if the tops goes. It's an opening win for Stephen Johnston. He picks up his form here just where he left it off last time out around about a year ago.
Bullseye on 19s. Well, Bull's covered. He can probably see over the top of it, quite frankly. Told you.
On the fourth leg.
What are you apologising for, Jimmy? That was a great shot.
3 from 15 when it's come to the doubling for Jimmy Van Schie.
18.
And if he spurns any more opportunities, we could have a tie-break match.
And get it done now, Jimmy, because you've run out of water.
He goes back to the well,
10.
but he comes up dry again.
Damien require 40.
That is 8 missed match darts. And
Shot on the
Damien
sixth
Moll
leg.
is leaving a
Damien
very
Moll.
charmed life here. Even he can't believe this game is still going.
Jimmy require 40.
Back to tops. Unlucky for some. Match dart 13. Not unlucky for Jimmy. And he does get over the line eventually. Those two are going to have a fair bit to talk about in the practice room over the next game, which neither are going to be involved in, because it will be Daryl Pilgrim and Reese Colley. But Jimmy Van Schie has been on some sort of journey over the last 7 legs, winning that one by 4 legs to 3. It wasn't a classic, both averaging around the 80 mark. That'll get it done in most games in a Group A scenario,
59.
no matter who you play.
Reese require 40.
Double top. Yet to hit it.
Game shot on the
Until
second
now.
leg. Reese Colley.
Very, very good indeed for a 2-0 lead. Missed match darts. Where have we seen that before? Oh, that's right, the previous game. 5-5 to save.
75.
Just not been his match.
Reese require 18.
Well, they are the first 2 darts he's had at a double in this game. They may be the only 2 he gets. But there is a little bit of a flounder on the finishing line for Colley. But he gets over the line in the end. He beats Daryl Pilgrim by 4 legs to 0. And 3 of the first 4 games in what we thought was going to be a very tight Group A have been 1-0. Well, we said we haven't had one already today. And Sykes deliver here. Tops. Stand and deliver.
Tom Sykes.
Sykes 3-0 up. He gets the double break. And he is looking in very good stead.
It's Tom to throw first.
You missed an open goal there, Henry. Stand and deliver your money or your Sykes.
You're good, aren't you? For potential 14 darter here as well. Tops for Sykes. Tops for Tom for a top performance and a top win. It was won in the equivalent of 16 darts per leg, 93-94, the end average. And so Tom Sykes gets the better of Damien Moll by 4 legs to 0. Damien's going to be planted to the bottom of the table. Now for the fish. Double 8. 1-2-7 and game. It's gone for
Jimmy
Vanschke. 3-1 he leads.
Well, 127 is very apt. Not just the first Ton Plus checkout of the week for Jimmy Vanschke, but we have actually, here at the Motor Super Series, had a chat with Paul Hinks about his career.
And it will put Vanschke to the summit. Double 10. Fives. Johnson's back on double 12. But he's not going to get a go because EIO to the top of the table. Vanschke goes. He leads the pack after 2 rounds of fixtures.
Well, this time he can go pretty much whatever route he wants, but he plays the safe card and now goes for 5s.
Game shot the
It's not safe. That's just
Darryl
brilliant.
Pilgrim.
You're never safe when the flying eagle is lurking around.
Darryl to throw first.
6 match darts by my count, and that's half of the match darts that Jimmy missed against Damien in Game 3.
56. Darryl, you require.
It can't possibly
8.
happen again, can it?
Well, he's got more time. But he doesn't need any more time. It's a 4-1 win for Darryl Pilgrim. It's his 2nd win in 3. And after that little bit of a blot in the previous match, Pilgrim is back on the board. He gets the better of Damien Mould, who's still searching for that first win. 4-1 he wins with an 84-31 average. That's despite 10 missed darts and a double. Because Vanschke is sat on 70 to square this game at 2 apiece. And in matter of fact, Vanschke has played the longest games we've seen today. He's played the only 4-3 and one of only a couple of 4-1s. And this game is in Desmond territory, 2-2. But look at what he's done again. He's left a double after 12, and he is going to get a go for the match. Average 97.21. He's doubling 25%. Just double checking with the referee. He's got 74 remaining, is Jimmy. And so leads himself double 10 if this doesn't go. But there is no mistake for Rhys Colley. Finishing off in style, finishing off with a 13 to win 4-2 with an average of 97.33. Well, Johnson's going to get first chance against the throw. And he's going to get a dart at the ball. For 1-6-1 to start. And so you should show it loud and show it proud, Stephen Johnston. A tick under a ton. But he finds a big 4-1 win against Tom Sykes, for whom his day starts off with just 1 win from 3. And he sees himself behind the chasing pack. 4 players at the top on 4 points following the first 3 rounds of matches.
100 for Rhys. Right in the middle of the 60.
Game shot on the first.
And it doesn't get much better than that.
Rhys Colley.
He's still playing well. He left 100 after 12. Players might have laid up there. But when Rhys is in this kind of form, you just can't do it. That's why. That is so special from Rhys Colley. What a great player he's turning into here at the Motor Super Series.
80% on the doubles. 2 ton plus outs in there. And he's going to get a dart at tops, which doesn't go. It would have been for his 3rd ton topper of the game.
He's surprised that he missed, but he has left a double after 12 after missing a dart for the match.
Otherwise known as the Rhys MO. Double 10. Let there be chaos. Rhys Colley with the performance of the week so far. An average of 107.36. 2 ton plus checkouts. 4 out of 7 on the doubles. We said that he is the player that could go under the radar with the likes of Sykes and Pilgrim in amongst the mix. Well, what a performance. And he isn't going to be allowed to go under the radar now.
Darryl is lurking. Double 18. I don't know about you, Henry, but that looked very quick, that visit. His rhythm wasn't as patient as it has been earlier today. And Pilgrim needs 51 and bull.
But I think that's what Darryl Pilgrim does to you. If he leaves something at around that range, you panic because you expect him to take it. Double 4 for Johnston. This time it has to go. And it does
Game
go.
on the fifth
And the
leg.
first war of the week.
Stephen
It was
Johnston.
so synonymous of his previous campaign. And now we suddenly see the
Sigler
grit
Darrell to
and the
throw
war
first.
of the Scot.
Quite
He has
76.
timed his run in this game to perfection. And he's going to get a couple in his hand. A double A. He only needs the
Shot
one.
on the match.
A big
Stephen
victory,
Johnston.
a big statement of intent from Stephen Johnston, and the celebration says it all. For Darrell Pilgrim, well, he has to go trudging back down the stage with another defeat to his name, but as far as the start goes, it's as good as it can get for Stephen Johnston.
He seems to be getting that
Requires 75.
drift, deflecting off his own darts at the minute, and that is symptomatic of where he stands on the hockey. This is for 3-1.
Game shot on the
Things
fourth
are
leg.
starting to click,
Tom
aren't they?
Sykes.
91 average. He's
Tommy
left a
requires
double after 12.
36.
For the match. And to round off, an imperious display. 4-2 Sykes with an
Tom
average
Sykes.
just underneath the ton mark. 4 out of 8 when it came to the finishing. Jimmy Van Schie pushed and he probed, but the scoring power of Tom Sykes was just too much.
And he threw 42
60.
darts.
Stevie Nick 121.
11-11, 9-11. This is double 14. And a 3-0
Game
lead.
shot on the third leg. Stephen Johnston.
Well, it's getting better. 76, double 8.
Game
For a routine
shot
4-0
on the match.
victory. Johnson
Stephen
gets the better of
Johnston.
Mould to 0. And it's 4 wins from 5 for the Scot. And he picks up in the vein that he left off when he departed us a year ago.
What a strange visit that
Tommy
was.
requires 50.
And it could completely swing the trajectory of this game because Sykes now has had 2 darts at double 16. Now double 8. And the game would have been back at 2-2 if he found them. Would have got the break and would have had the darts.
He knows how big that was. Has he missed his chance to go level?
Game
He
shot on
has
the fourth
indeed.
leg. Reece Colley.
Opportunities like that against someone like Reece Colley just don't come up every hour.
Vergett require
Well, he needs himself a
122.
167. Sykes will expect 6 from 122. And the way that he went about it, he was
Game
going for
shot on
full
the sixth
conviction
leg.
and full clinicalisation.
Sykes.
And Sykes levels at 3-3 of a 122.
And that second dart at that visit might be the difference between these two.
145.
But Sykes has come back to leave himself a double, and so it forces a 96 to go. Double 18 for Tops. He's had a match dart, and it might be the only one he
Tommy
gets.
requires
Sykes is back for
36.
double 18. 2 9s. And it will be 3 wins on the opening day for Tom Sykes. He had to work, he had to battle, but he gets his just rewards. For Reece Colley, well, at times he put in some imperious, superlative numbers. Sheffield Wednesday legend, I hear. Double 16. 2-2.
Fourth leg. Jimmy Van Schie.
Is there such a thing as a Sheffield Wednesday legend? Couple of visits to take it out, and that's why he goes 25 thirds. And now double 18. Oh,
Game shot on the
yes!
sixth leg.
Oh, yes, Jimmy Van Schie.
I make that the first time he's hit double 18
Seventh
today.
and final leg. It's Darrell to throw first. 70.
But Pilgrim to make it 6 points from his first day. He's going to have a dart at double 16 to do just that. And he takes it first time of asking. It's a look of relief in the end for Darrell Pilgrim, who gets over the line. He ends the first day with 3 wins from 5. He feels like there could have been more in the tank, but he is in the week.